Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, good Lord, for a new day to trade. Not financial advice, educational purposes only. Shorting small caps is very high risk. So, let's get started. Only thing that's really moving right now is AGH, and I personally don't like it. AskEdgar says it's 300 million market cap, which is out of my range, but Webull says 75 or something. So I don't really know, but I do know that I don't really like this price action. 7 o'clock, if something gets attention, it could retrace, but I just don't really want to bank on that because 7 o'clock it could rip too. So all time, it's not too far from all time highs as well. So I'll probably pass on it. See what 7 o'clock brings because it's kind of like grinding up now. So I got my news pulled up. 20 seconds. We should get some PRs. Hope everyone had a good weekend. I did not sleep last night, so I'm probably going to stop at 8:30 on the dot. See if I can get a little more sleep after this. Not really seeing too much just yet. Good morning, Remy. Yeah, not seeing too much. And AGH looks like it might push a little here. Oops, this is from the video yesterday. Um, Looks like PRSO is continuing. Futures were ugly. Where are they at now? Where's QQQ? So we did drop, but recovering a little bit. What's the... Same thing with SPY. Yeah, it might. I don't like it personally. The way it's moving. I don't even know why it's moving. I didn't look it up. That's how much I care about it. This is just not the price action I like. Quite the opposite. Appreciate it. Yeah, I kind of just, it's funny. Yesterday was a real, I was working on one of the properties and I was like, you know what? Before I feel productive yesterday because I got a lot done there. And I was like, before I call it a day, I should at least talk about these themes because I know this is one of the first real themes we've had in a long time. But good. I'm glad you had some value from it. I was kind of just ranting. And sorry for the mic not being. I recorded the whole thing and forgot my mic wasn't turned on, so I sound like a robot. But I was not about to reshoot that. And it stands true though. I'm going to stay very close as I'm pulling up oil now. The United States Oil Fund is now up. Man, I'm a little annoyed at myself because all last week I was like, why don't you take an option on USO just in case? Kind of like what I did with crypto after it crashed, like just in case. And it has been ripping. AGH is pushing. ANTX, little pop. Yeah, same. Doesn't look very liquid either. Our LMD's moving a little bit. I don't know what this is. Oh, you good? Call out stuff. Especially if I'm looking for something. I don't want to discourage that because sometimes you'll find things. I'm looking at it on my phone now. RLMD. We're getting a little push here. $77. This is 350 million market cap. I don't like market caps over 200. Honestly, even over 100, but I'll play them up to 200. Because they're legit companies and they usually hold their gains. And I mean, they still flush, but just not as reliable. ANTX, did it ever start moving? Oh, it did actually. Oh, yeah, it did, but not much. Private placement news. It's a decent size, 40 million, but it seems like it has a big float, so it might not get a lot of attention. And it's just been ripping. You can see it's a clear trend right now. Or it's like trending up. So I'll be patient. Ended up live streaming to like 10:40 in the Discord on Friday. It's been a long time since I've live streamed into the regular session. I can't even remember why I did it. but caught some plays Friday, but didn't trade too terribly much Friday. Did finally pass one of my trade the pool evaluations. It took way too long. So see if I get, I don't know why it takes them so long to review. So I don't know if I'll get that account back today, funded or not, but once I get a little bit more experience, I'll post a recap video on that as well. But overall, Friday wasn't too bad. I avoided PRSO for the most part. And that's about all the updates I have. I'm probably gonna play on my phone until I see or hear something. Got it. Okay. Johnny B. Appreciate you. For giving me a heads up. And by the way, guys, y'all in the Discord, we've been getting more of these dang scammers trying to pretend to be me. Just be on the lookout. I will never ask you if you're interested in copy trading me. Most of y'all are catching on, even the ones that communicate back and forth, because they'll say things about like NVIDIA and stuff like that. Y'all know I don't trade that. But be on the lookout. Kind of died for a little bit, but they're back at it. Good. They spell like the Bear of Wall Street with one L or whatever. Clowns. AGH, a little bit of a pullback here, but again, I'm not interested in this one. Whatever happened to RLMD? Yeah, kind of hanging out. That's kind of why I don't like these. It's not really breaking new highs though. Might be topping out. A little bit of a retest on the 1 minute. 6 might be the top, but again, I don't have a lot of strict rules. Y'all know I'll play nanos, Chinese, jump-in themes, whatever, but I'm pretty strict when it comes to my market cap rule because I just don't like these things grinding on me. And these tend to do that, so I'm going to pass. Boom, new high. And it's pushing, geez. Ooh, squeezing. Honestly, it looks kind of like a short squeeze, to be honest. But let's see if it's retracing. The reason why I said that is because the float, 77 million float, so you usually don't see a squeeze like that unless there's a lot of people jumping in simultaneously or getting squeezed in closing positions. Oh, good call. Yeah, money flow might be shifting to RLMD now First time it's decisively cracked VWAP, and decisively it did. Wow. If any of y'all are in this one, congrats.
RLMD.
Oh, we still pushing? Jeez, yeah, this feels like a squeeze. And could there be scalping opportunities with this one? Yeah, but again, I think there's better setups waiting, so I'm going to pass. Yeah, glad I avoided this one. And this, again, I'm not always right, quite the contrary. But these higher float market or these higher market caps, I just don't have a lot of luck with these. So the problem is, even when they give back, they just don't give back a lot. They'll kind of keep holding the gains. But sometimes they flush. But again, it goes back to looking at data. So I've been trading, shorting for a minute. So I have a lot of data. So I'll look at market cap and things like that. And that's kind of where I came up with that 200. Ideally 100, less than 100 million, I do way better on. But up to 200 million, I'm profitable. And actually after that, last time I checked, I think I was red, not even break even. And it kind of makes sense once you think about it. My whole goal is shorting trash companies. And if they're 350 million, it's not massive, but they're doing something right to get that size. So they're somewhat legit. My favorite are like the really small market caps. You know, you pull up and it's like 10 million. And their chart's going straight down. Or their daily's going straight down. This one's going sideways. I mean, it did fall from pretty big highs, but it's kind of been trading sideways for the most part since 2023. $7:30s in 5 minutes or 6 minutes. So we'll see what kind of PRs we get. It's a Monday, so we should see a decent amount of PRs come through. Oh, it does have a big gap. What did you say? RLMD 160? Where's the 160? Has it never filled this gap? Doesn't look like it, does it? At least not during regular session. Bro, that'd be a crazy feel. Seen crazier things though. But I don't think it's getting up there. I might short it if it gets up there, but I wouldn't hold. I'm not gonna hold my breath. Let's just say that. Oh, 160. Got it. That's a pretty good size private placement too. Since nothing else is really moving unless money's flowing back to AGH, which it's not, I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a little bounce on it. And a bigger float, so it might not flush cleanly, but it's not trading like a bigger float. Looking kind of weak here though, but still wouldn't be surprised if we see a little bounce on it. Good morning, good morning. And this thing is, let's see what it does at 650. Again, I'm not interested in it, more just watching, but it's making strong moves both directions. Todd, you on the live stream? How am I not surprised you're in this one? Anybody in the Discord? Y'all know why I said that. Would you say pre-market the float will seem lower because of all the shares? No, totally. But this is 77. These usually grind even in pre-market. I think one of the reasons too was this retest here. I bet you either got some shorts in here because that the way this one moved was like a squeeze, and this moved like a squeeze too. But yeah, the float is a little more locked up in pre-market. Again, that's why it's that's why I like pre-market. You can make quick money, but you can also lose quick money. It goes both ways. Good point, J Money. Jeez, that's what I'm talking about. This is not trading like a big flow. These are just insane moves. So what are you saying? For this size market cap and float. RLMD. Yeah, I'm seeing institutional ownership 66%, insider 77. So they do got a lot of the float locked up for sure. I'm seeing 60 million on RLMD on FinViz. But regardless, it's still decent size, but nice little flush here. KRRO. Not familiar with this ticker, so I bet you it's higher market cap too. It is, but not that much higher. 105. Let me look into it. Oh, this thing doesn't even have 7,000 shares traded on it. Wow. Now it's 10. Starting to catch some momentum now. What's going on with this one? Oversubscribed, 85 million private placement. Yeah, this one isn't very liquid, so I'm just gonna keep my eye on it for now. Because I don't like getting in these too early. If it's not a lot of volume, you can get squeezed pretty quick if just a decent amount of volume comes in. And vice versa. I mean, it can flush quick too because of that, but I'm just gonna keep my eye on it, watch it for now. Because it's somewhat decent news. It's a decent size private placement. PP News. Private placement. ENOR pushing back up towards the dollar level. It's really going to try to avoid these war theme tickers today if I can, unless there's a really big move on them, but this dollar level might be a little interesting on EONR. RLMD has options. Speaking of options, I'm annoyed I didn't take options on USO. All last week I wanted to, and I was like, nah, don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm like, man, I regret not taking a call option on USO. What's up, Todd? You make 10K on that? Didn't you? Something like that. I saw it in the Discord, bro. Let's go. Screenshot. He got receipts too. Not just saying that. Big win, bro. Big win. You're holding all 5,000? Haven't covered any? What's your thesis on that? Cool, cool. Nice win though, bro. It's a good way to start a Monday. Yeah, I haven't even well, I did take 4 a.m. I played TPET. Thought there'd be a little bit more action with all the chaos over the weekend. So I woke up at 4 and got me a little short here on TPET. 'Cause I figured one of these oil names would be overextended. And it worked out, but played it from like, I think 2:59 to like, I got out right at 2:30. But outside of that, I haven't played anything. Pretty good average though, Todd. 753. I see from your screenshot. Nice average. Killing it, Todd. Nice hold, bro. Yeah, it should get. That's actually probably that was probably a good trim, to be honest, Todd. Can't give financial advice, but I think that's probably smart because it's already given majority of the move back. Five's the cycle level. The first 200 on the 1 minute's at five, and then the 200s. That's like what you were talking about, are down there. Yeah, nice job, bro. Thank you, RG180 AAOI. AAOI. I don't know what that is. But both these are AGH and RLMD is given back, so might be in a little bit of a weaker small cap market. Obviously, SPY. I appreciate that, Todd. I really appreciate that, bro. I mean, you definitely deserve some credit too because you caught on quick. But I'm glad the call was helpful. He's referring to the one-on-one call. I do that now if anyone's interested. Link in the description. But crazy flush you caught there. Show that some love. How do I heart a comment? Freaking YouTube trash can't heart a comment. How does that? But anyways, back to so the overall market's weak, obviously, but I was unsure about how the small caps would be today. But it's looking pretty weak. Not a lot of alerts. Not seeing a lot of strength, which is a good thing for us. But I do want some plays though. There it is. Yeah, that's your day. Good job. Don't smile too big when you're at the gym. NVVE. It's getting a little bit of volume here, pushing a little bit. Up about 26%. 1 million float, 1 million market cap. Dang, it's a tiny company. I'm not seeing any new PRs today. If it gets to 140, I might play it. Close to 140. I'm gonna let it push since it has a small float.
VV.
All right, I'm grabbing some locates. I'm in it. And if it breaks and holds over 150, I'm just going to probably cut it. Let me see what the daily, I might average up with this one. Oh, I like 150. And the top of the hour is about 8 minutes away, so there'd probably be a good chance we'll get some money rotation then. So let's see how this plays out. So I got a great average on it, 139. So I'm just going to chill here, see what happens. So I'm in the money now. Basically break even though. So hang out here, and this one could flush hard. Trimming a little here in the 120s. And actually, yeah, I'll leave some runners. I'm out of most. So hard to close these positions on Trade the Pool. Since this one was a little bit lower float, I went ahead and took it on there instead. I want to see it drop to a little bit more to close my last position, and it just hit it. So I'm out. Only played 2,000 shares, got out of 1,000 and then 1,000. Last fill was 120. So any of y'all catch that? Looks like your classic trash company, MVVE, liquidate. Oh, it was only liquidate only on TradeZero? Tivo, I guess you're doing TT. Yeah, I did that one on Trade the Pool. I'm gonna start using it for my like more sketchy 1 million float things like that. Dang, I didn't realize you couldn't even get in it on TradeZero. That would have made me a little more nervous knowing shorts couldn't get in it. But it's a good example, you know. Well, and this one could easily round trip, but I mean, I caught a decent move, so I'm content with it. Yeah, and for y'all that weren't on the other, I don't know if I was on YouTube or if I was in the Discord when I said this, but I emailed TradeZero and was like, why are y'all making more liquidate only? And they said, well, oh, here it is. And Danny, I know you were asking about this too. Jesus, I got too many emails, different emails. They were like, good morning, Apex Clearing. Our clearing firm has recently restricted a number of securities to liquidate only. Apex is convinced that serial reverse split securities pose disproportional risk to Apex, TradeZero, and our clients. Lame. But anytime it's a 1 million float, guys, it is pretty dangerous. But I agree with y'all. Like, I don't want anybody telling me if I want to blow up, let me blow up. I think the problem is though when people blow up though and they owe brokers or other people money, I bet it is not easy to get it back. But yeah, I wanted to try this one with TradeZero. Let me go back to it because I hit locates on it and then immediately switched over to trade the pool. Oh yeah, y'all are right. I got the same message. That's wild. I wonder if it's dang it did round trip. AGH tried to round trip too. Yeah, a lot of weakness in the market, which is a good thing. RLMD, VWAP retest here, not interested, but might not be a bad setup. But again, I don't like these market caps this high. $8 o'clock. See what kind of PRs we get. Bro, why does
RLMD.
AGH had some
CKX.
updated drone news at 8 o'clock. New American drone and defense company to be created through merger. Wonder if this one decides to recover after that PR. Why did
MVV.
it originally move? That's sketchy. It's like it made its move before the news came out. I'm not seeing news from this morning. Oh, this news came out an hour ago. Why did it just say it just came out? I'm a little confused, guys. Yeah, I don't know why it says 1 minute ago on Stock Titans. Maybe it's just look again. Yeah, it says 1 minute ago. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really change anything for me, but it's a little weird. CITT. I feel like I'm missing all the plays today. Decent little move on CITT. See if I can get locates on TradeZero this time. I can. I don't know what this one's is, but I just entered a small position. I'm gonna do some research real quick. CITT. I can't get any. Why is it not finding it? Oh, CIIT. CIIT. Chinese. Be careful. 10 million float, 10 million market cap. No new news. Sign me up. So let's see what happens. So I got a starter on it. Probably not the best fill on it, 72, but if it pushes, I will add more to it. But this moves a little excessive for no news, I guess. But it is Chinese, so anything can happen. So I'm gonna let it drop. See if we can get close to the low 40s. Then I'll look to cover. Depending on price action, though. Here we go. Here we go. Let me get the trigger ready. I probably should have trimmed some there. I'm only in 3,000 shares, so I wanted to catch a bigger move. Dang it. Let's see if it keeps dropping. Where's that at? So my first cover will be 44 cents. Yeah, I thought it might push a little bit more, so I didn't enter too heavy. Okay, got my first cover, and I'm gonna cover the rest here. All right, I'm out. Basically 41. I'll take it. Yeah, J Money, that's like one of the only things I like about Trade the Pool, to be honest, is that you don't have to get locates. You can just buy and sell freely. ACXP. Announces new clinical trial program in patients with recurrent CDI that has the potential to shift treatment and prevention of C. diff infection. I might miss the move here. Honestly, guys, you might see me be a little bit aggressive here soon because everything's just fading today. Might try to take advantage of the market conditions we're in. 2 million float, 3 million market cap, but again, I think I already missed the move. Boom. Jeez. Ugly. Oh my gosh, we're going negative too. Oh my gosh, look at this. Went all the way down to $1.25. Is this the same play? What's happening? What's this thing? This is a sketchy Chinese play. Look at this. Oh my gosh, let's see if I can get it. Oh, I wish that would have been on my radar. This is the sketchy Chinese crap. I'm gonna slam it though here. Dang, I wish I'd have caught it on that move.
RLMD.
Honestly, kind of scared to get back in it now. So yeah, I'm not in it. But what in the world? Kind of scared now. Chinese guys, whoo boy. At some point in my career, I'll probably quit shorting these, to be honest. I'm back in at 148. Got a pretty good fill, and it's tanking too. Let's go. They're driving it down. The ask is massive. I'm up $1,500. I went kind of heavy on. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Drive it down. Oh, they're still driving it down. The ask is huge. Oh my gosh, I'm banking on this one. And I just got out. Oh, because I was scared. But I made pretty good on it. Woo! I just got 10,000 shares and just slammed it. So, oh, but I didn't even fill all my shares. But regardless, I made really well on that one. Adrenaline was rushing. Okay, let's dig into this one. This might be the day I stopped shorting Chinese in pre-market, to be honest with you. Yo might just know, and it didn't hurt me, but imagine when I was in it though, at 50 cents. Thank God I covered quick. Thank you, good Lord, for protecting me on that one. But
RLMD.
these Chinese, like our SEC, how does the SEC see this and not investigate it? They're a joke. Probably shouldn't say that. I'm probably gonna get investigated now, but they are. It's a clown show. Or I think that's the right department. Whoever is responsible for looking into these things. CJ, I'm done with them for sure. Oh my God. I mean, that would have blew me up. 100%. That would have blew me up. Luckily, I only had 3,000 initially, but then when I pulled it back up, I got 7,000 more. And I thought I entered all of them, but I didn't. So I ended up making a little over 2,500 on it, but boy, was my adrenaline rushing. But again, it's a little bit deeper because you remember how I was going to get in? I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to. But then I saw the ask just get stacked, and I could see that they were walking it down. And then like every cent it went down, they were dumping, and they're still dumping. And I should have held, but I was a little scared. Um, but yeah, I said it would have blew me up. I think it would have. So let's see. Yeah, no, I mean it would have been a disaster regardless. Seems legit. Jelani. Oh, jeez. My trailer was Russian. I wasn't even in it. Oh my God. Yeah, Jelani. Maybe or CJ. Maybe we make a pact today. Me and you. Like we don't mess with these and free market anymore. Oh, jeez.
CIIT.
And again, like short selling is risky. I'm not. It is risky, but you can eliminate a lot of the risk if you avoid Chinese, like a substantial amount of it. Again, bad things can happen with nanos, hot themes, but geez, this might be the day I stop. To be honest, at least in pre-market, because in intraday, there's halts and things like that, which it still can get ugly. Don't get me wrong, but man alive. Oh my God, I didn't see that, CJ. Bro, I was down 40K for a second, had 2K shares. Oh my gosh. So glad you didn't get liquidated, bro. It's probably too quick for TZ's system to even realize what happened. Okay, that's it. No China play for me ever again. Oh gosh. Thank God Todd went to the gym. Oh, it's hilarious. Holding 10K shares at $1.07 now. Oh, solid risk to reward on that one, CJ. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, the thing about the pre-market, and that's what I've talked about before too with TradeZero, with their, even if you do your daily losses, it doesn't work in pre-market. And I've noticed that before too. Um, I just don't think, I think it's too quick for their system to even pick it up. Ross video incoming later today on the dangers of short selling. You know it. Yeah, same CJ. I think this might be a self control practice for me. Y'all know I've making some life changes and trying to. This might be a good time to add this to the list to prove I have self control. Because I mean, how do MPT got me, and this one could have seconds away from getting me, and I mean that just would have destroyed my day. Luckily, it fell back down quicker. The problem with MPT was it stayed up there for a little bit. I mean, it dropped quick, but not as quick as this one. But yeah, there's some short sellers that probably got rocked on that one. Todd would have been down 200,000. You're probably right. I'm new here, but I'm happy for CJ. Yeah, CJ, I'm happy for him too. Check in on my family. Oh God, jeez. Now, that was, I mean, appreciate the laughs and jokes and trauma, but I sure hope none of y'all got rocked on that one. But again, it goes back to, and me and what was it, John? Are you still on it? Johnny, was it Book? Oh, you told me at the beginning of the live stream. What was it? John Book. Johnny B. That's right, Johnny B. We were talking about it in the Discord messaging and stuff about how just avoiding Chinese nanos and hot themes alone will save you from a lot of heartache. And this is a beautiful example, or I don't know about beautiful, but a ugly example. Bitch is ugly example. Yeah. I know. Imagine shorting it at 20. And I was trying to get in because we knew what happened right then. We've seen this happen before in pre-market where it's just these insane move and then it just flushes right back down. So if you could have got a stab there, but I mean, that was a quick move. If it would have been on my radar, I would have tried, but I probably would have been too slow. I'm just happy nobody got liquidated. And if y'all did, anyways, sorry, enough about that, but my adrenaline's still rushing because so AZI is pumping now. Just speaking of, I think this one's Chinese, isn't it? Here's my first test of self-discipline. I won't pass on it. I'm actually having a good morning. Up over 3K. And don't you love how TradeZero didn't make that one liquidate only? Well, and it's not TradeZero. I'm not going to throw shade at TradeZero. I actually like TradeZero, but it's their clearing firm. Order set for $22. It's actually not a bad. Well, I don't know. It's probably not a. There's a strategy there. Definitely a strategy there for sure. Set it at like 10, 20, 30. We need to lay down after that. Oh gosh. Yeah, good day. Good day so far. So I probably won't push it from here on out, especially Chinese, but hold me accountable, guys. You're like, I didn't sign up for this, but if y'all see me start bending my bending my rules with Chinese, but pre-market Chinese, especially these ones that you just never heard of, like AZI, do I think it could happen with this one? No. I mean, it could, but we trade this one frequently. But like these random ones like NPT, CIIT that you just never ever see, and then all of a sudden, no news pumps, man, they're not up to any good. So I'm not messing with AZI. It's above 50 cents now. No more Chinese pre-market. Unless, asterisk, unless I can catch it after they do their sketchy move. So for example, if it's 50 cents and it shoots up to like 20. Because it always plays out the same. It does it for just a second, just to blow you up. Then it comes right back down. It was one candlestick from cardboard. Yeah, cardboard box stores. Oh gosh, down 40K that quick on 2,000 shares. That's wild. So yeah, guys, if you're new, Chinese, again, not financial advice, but don't mess with Chinese tickers in pre-market. I mean, even if you're not new, but especially if you're new, you hear all the scary stories about short selling. Literally, if you avoid nanos, meaning under 1 million market cap, or even probably under 2 million, if you eliminate Chinese and you eliminate any hot themes, it'll save you from a lot of heartache, for sure. Strong news is another one. Not financial advice. They'd be more concerned about me not saying that than what just happened with CIIT. Remember that one live stream you didn't give that disclaimer? So I'm waiting for 8:30 maybe to see if we get one more pop. But I'm not going to force it. And I'm going to take me a nap afterwards at 8:30. Like I said, I didn't sleep much last night. Or, barely any. So before my W-2, probably one of the few people that take naps this early. But honestly, trading is so mentally draining for me. And these live streams are too. Not necessarily live streams, more just the trading. But after the brain injury, it doesn't take much for me to get mentally exhausted, so. Dang. J Money, that hurts too. That hurts. I'm going to open up a channel where I will trade China only, and we'll call my channel the Panda of Wall Street. I actually like it. It's got a ring to it, bro. Honestly, it's probably a strategy there. Every time you see one of these sketchy Chinese tickers that we never see pumping on no news, just take a long. It could be small size too, because even if you only had 1,000 shares at 80, what was it, 50 cents? Most you can lose is $500. Hold on, I think we're getting a pop. APTX. 4 million in defense order. Nah, I ain't messing with this one. I'll go long on this one before I go short. Oh, it's pretty big market cap. No, I'm good. I'm not gonna trade this one. But 4 million in defense orders across diversified U.S. military platform. So I'm gonna pass on this one. But anyways, I was just joking. There's probably a strategy there where you buy 1,000 shares just and see what happens. Because if you had 1,000 shares and then sold it at 10, 15, 20, you could have killed it. But long story short, I'm going to just avoid these in pre-market. I've never like felt this confident about it, but I'm definitely going to chill out with that. The risk is just feels like it outweighs the reward now. And I've looked at data at this too. Chinese tickers I'm green on, even with some of these weird outliers. So that's the hard part when I see data says that it works for me, but all it takes is one of those, me being a little too heavy. What if I was in 10,000 shares and then it did that? Like, wrecked. Did you catch CITT or CIIT somewhere? No, I got in at $1.50 or $1.47 or something. And I got out like basically $1, so that makes sense. So, and I was in 5,000 shares, and the sad thing is I grabbed 10,000 in total, but somehow only filled 5,000, or maybe that's just what filled, but ended up making about 2,500 on it. Because the move is predictable after it does that sketchiness. It'll do this sketchiness, you know what I mean? And then it'll flush right back down and then it dies. So took a little stab at 150. Still high risk, but for real, J Money. It's less risky to sell QQQ options at market open too, probably. Zero DTE. Selling out the money. All right, 8:30 is 10 seconds away. Last PR news drop that I'm gonna stick around for. Man, there is a insane amount of PRs that just came out. Why would you drop it at 8 o'clock knowing everybody and their mama drops their PR? I would drop it at like some weird time. At like 8:11 or something. Waiting to see if I hear anything moving. I'm gonna look at the top gainers on TradeZero and see if anything moves. FGL, big pump. I'm pulling it up now. Ooh, $250,000 float. I'm gonna pass. Ooh, this might be a long, guys. Secures 4 million. Oh, I thought it had military in it. I was like, okay, I'm about to YOLO in this one. But it's for solar contract. I still think it can pump, but I thought it was a military contract. With that float, this thing would have went to $100 probably. But this thing's probably gonna rip. I might take a small long here, guys. I'm in it. Let's go. If we fall back below 10, I'm just going to cut it.
FGL.
Cut. Small loss on it. I was only in 200 shares though. So lost 170 on that one. So I might wrap it up before I do anything else. I still think this one can push. I just don't want to give it room to play. I don't want to take a bigger loss than I need to. So on that note though, I will probably call it still a little north of 3K on the session. I'll take it. Mostly from CIIT, and caught a few of those other little smaller pop. Well, I think it was only 2 other plays. Yeah. So didn't trade much. Didn't trade many tickers today, but keep your eye on FGL. I would be careful shorting this one. I still think there's a chance it pushes, but again, I just can't let it play. But yeah, for a second, I thought it said military contract with that float. With everything going on with the current themes, that thing would have been crazy. But on that note, guys, let me just check this, see if anything else is moving worth looking at. AZI, I'm not going to play it, but it broke back over 50 cents. Yeah, it's showing some strength here now. Yeah, not seeing a lot. FTL's pushing again. I probably got out too quick, but I'm just gonna watch this one. I don't think I'm gonna get back in it, but I want to watch it. Then I'll dip out. Actually, I'm gonna go take my nap. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow. And as usual, if you want to join the Discord, link is in the description. We have exclusive live streams. I do after hours most days, every week now. Pretty cool little community. But if you're not interested, I will be back here tomorrow at 7 o'clock. See y'all then.